Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Previously, on Friday Night Quests, an investigation unfolds, and a warrior emerges from a lake with murder on the mind. And the party has discovered that this lake seems to lead not to water, but to a sea of filth and ruin, along with other strange sights. Now the party separates to accomplish two objectives: investigate the recent victim, and try to protect another name on the knight's hit list. Alright, let's start with the boat because it's closer. It's going to be a little bit more of a walk to the Gravedigger's home because he's a little further out of town.
Is there any, still local, let's call them police?
Yeah, there would be a deputy.
Still just standing by the boat in the murder scene?
Just making sure no one goes on the scene.
Hey, deputy, we need to just get on the boat real quick.
I don't know about that. It's sort of an active crime scene. We're not really supposed to let anyone on.
We've been working with Ulysses.
Yes.
With the whole ice. Have you heard about the two
of
ice?
Course,
Yeah.
yes, you're the four.
We definitely have clearance, deputy, to be on this crime scene premises.
Go ahead and make a deception check. With advantage, whoever wants to roll, because the other was helping them.
I have good deception, so...
Says the bard.
Says the
Yeah,
bard.
and I don't, so
All right.
roll it.
So deception. I have a 7. Oh, that's a 21.
Okay, you have advantage if you want to roll higher, but I don't think you need more than 21.
Unless I don't need higher, then...
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Of course, yeah, I know that you've been talking to Ulysses quite a bit. Yeah, of course, if there's anything anything I can help you with, you let me know, and you come on up.
Thank you. And I'll let him know. What's your name?
Curtis.
Curtis, thank you so much.
Thank you, Deputy Curtis.
You're very welcome, of course.
So we make our way onto the boat. Althea, do you happen to have any kind of way to track magical items of any sort?
Track magical items? No.
Okay, so I guess it's going to be a lot of flipping and a lot of looking under things.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to start that side of the boat? I'll take the other side?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
Make investigation checks.
Natty.
13.
Natty light.
Yas.
Phineas, you start on the port bow. Where do you start?
I start on the port.
Okay. Wait, sorry.
I was waiting.
No,
Sorry,
it's
do you
the
know what
bow
Bow
or
and
the
stern.
stern,
Sorry.
yeah.
You want the bow or the stern?
I would like the stern.
Okay.
I wanted the bow.
Perfect.
So.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the song.
At the stern, it's a pretty small boat, but Althea reaches the cabin first, because the stern is where he would fish off the back of.
Mm-hmm.
You head into the cabin and you head inside and you see his bed. You turn it over, you check the boards beneath, nothing there. You check the bathroom, not much there. You check the kitchenette, you check in the cabinets and things. And in his icebox, buried beneath a layer of fish that are prepared for him to eat on the journey, they're salted meat and things, you find a bag, a rust-colored canvas bag.
I open it.
Reach inside and it's sort of just dark, and you reach in and you pull out a small fuzzy ball.
Don't say it's a tribble. I swear to Christ.
It looks kind of tribble-like.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't purr or anything like that in your hand. It just is a ball.
It's just a fuzzy ball.
Mm-hmm.
I am king of the tiny boat.
Yeah. I'm king of the pom-poms. Yeah, what do I need to roll to identify this?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Nope, it's a 4.
Yeah, you're holding a fuzzy ball.
A fuzzy ball, that's weird. I'm going to put it in my bag.
Okay. Okay, you put it in your bag, and you are holding this canvas bag. I need you to roll
Fucking
a
A.
D8.
This is my favorite thing. When people do things with things and you're like, oh, well, I guess this will have to make a weird thing happen.
6.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Christ on a
I'm so
cracker.
excited. I'm so excited.
Your bag erupts,
Oh, fuck!
and there's a giant boar in the room with you now.
I love D&D.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, sure did. Get your ass in here.
And it just sort of snorts and stares at you.
I walk in the door.
Don't move.
It's a giant boar?
Yeah, it's
So it's like the size of a car.
It's the size of like a Hummer.
Did it break? How big is this room?
Barely large enough.
Don't move.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
It moves very slowly towards you, Althea,
Is this the
And-
magic item?
and licks you.
Oh,
Is it a magical boar?
I love you.
I've never heard. He said.
I like reach out to like pet it.
It's friendly to you and your allies, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm naming him Snarfblat.
Why wouldn't he know what a boar is? He said he didn't know what it looked like.
Why would who not know what a boar is?
Remember, he said that item that they had. I feel like he could have just said it's a giant boar. You know what boars look like? It's like that, but bigger.
It's great.
Okay.
Can we take Snarfblat with us now?
Is that its name?
It is now.
Wait, why did you get to name it?
Because he licked me.
Is that part of the thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, Snarfblat, and I walk out.
Crunch! It grinds its way through the door frame
And I
just
take,
tears it apart.
I try to piece together all the things that fell out of my bag because there are important things in
Yep,
there.
yep.
And I like stuff them in all the pockets that I have. I need a new bag. Oh wait, there's another bag. I put it in the canvas bag.
Okay.
Can I do that? Is
Um,
the canvas bag magical? Did I make a mistake?
it's not quite big enough for your stuff.
Oh, okay.
And you actually reach in and you feel another fuzzy object in there.
Oh, and then I hold it out to. I said, "All right, do you want it?
Do I want what?
Do you want the fuzzy ball that turns into a boar?"
Wait, so this is the magic object?
Yep.
I mean, and he reaches up and he takes it.
Okay.
How did it make a boar?
Well, definitely don't do anything with it right now because if it's another boar, this whole ship is going to explode. So let's get outside.
That's fair.
Yes.
So Phineas holds it out like as far as he can in front of his face.
Just go quickly. Just go
and
quickly.
just rushes off the
Yeah,
the
and I'm
boat.
like carrying
It's
all my
starting
stuff.
to wriggle in your hand a
Yo,
little bit.
hurry!
What the hell is this thing?
Hurry!
So I run off the boat. Can I make a Arcana check on
Sure,
it?
go for it.
I'm not good at it, but let's. Oh, it's a natty 1. I got no idea what this thing is.
Both
Yeah.
of us.
Holy shit!
You don't know.
So it's just like wriggling, like a little
It's
puffy,
starting
furry
to
ball in my hand.
change. It's starting to like ripple with magic.
off
Something's
the
about
boat,
to
get off
happen.
the boat.
Shit! And I throw it on the ground, like into the snow, basically.
Roll a d8.
2.
It turns into an owl.
It turns into an owl.
Yeah, this fuzzy ball like emerges from the snow and becomes this snow white owl.
So
I've changed my mind.
so I
I'm
lean
naming
down.
him Snuggles.
Oh, Snarfblat.
Yes, I'm changing him to Snuggles.
Okay. So the owl. What color owl?
Snow white.
Oh. So I lean down, and I wave at it. Does it do anything?
It follows your hand with its very weird neck.
I'm
Imprinted on you.
gonna take a shot here, and I put my arm out and close my fist to see if it lands on it.
It does. It flaps to your hand.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to name you. What was that?
It hoots at you.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a better.
Gregory.
That's closer. Gregory.
Gregory. Ooh, I love that.
Gregory
Gregory
and
and
Owl.
Snuggles.
At this point, Althea, you step off the boat with Snuggles.
Yes, I do. I want to ride Snuggles.
Curtis, you can. He's large enough.
I want to do that.
Curtis is awfully confused.
I am very sorry, Curtis.
What, I don't know. I don't know what happened in there. That's not really supposed to happen.
These are our special crime animals.
As in, they help you solve crimes, or they help you commit crimes.
They help us in crime scenes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Curtis, what do you think is an acceptable answer to that question?
I suppose the best answer would be they help you solve crimes.
Yes,
You
that
got
is
it, Curtis.
what they
You got
do.
it in 1.
Okay, great.
This is why you're the deputy.
That's but I don't think they thought this was gonna happen. So I have a hard time imagining that this was foreseen.
We're gonna solve the crime with these animals.
Alrighty.
Yep, we'll see you on Saturday mornings
Yep.
at 10.
Cut to.
Cut 2.
All right.
Snuggles and Gregory solving crimes.
All right. We cut to Ivy and Quatra.
Oh,
Have we made it to the door?
Sure.
I walk inside.
Okay, it's locked.
Oh, I start.
Actually,
yell.
no. It really wouldn't be. It's a small town like this.
Yeah.
You open the door. You walk in.
Oh, you just let yourself in?
Yeah.
We should probably.
I gotta say, hello. Yes, I am looking for Kenny.
Khyle.
I'm looking.
Just say Kenny.
Oh my god, we killed Kenny.
Hello, yes, I am looking for Khyle.
You see there's a family sitting down to lunch.
I go and I sit down next to them. Hello, yes, my name is, you can call me Ivy.
There are 3 individuals sitting there and just a little stunned. One of them is a large tree trunk of a man. He looks like he's got like dirt and snow on his shoes and very heavy calloused hands and this large handlebar mustache, and he does not look super pleased that you're in his home. There's a very frail small woman who is holding some very basic like jerky essentially that she's dishing out for them, and then there's a young sandy-haired boy in his teens.
Hello, yes, I'm looking for Khyle.
That's me. And the dad puts his hand down. I'm sorry, what exactly do you need from my boy?
I do need your boy.
I really need to know what it is. I mean, if you're looking for a messenger, he does that a lot for the town. I don't know if this is... We have a different protocol in place for that.
It's
Yeah.
not sexual, if that helps.
Well, it didn't. Now I'm thinking just about that.
we want to
we-
protect him.
We are going traveling, and we need him to come with us.
He's not that sort of messenger. Maybe when he gets older, he can make that sort of decision. Right now, he runs messages from house to house or business to business. He makes a little coin on the side. That's all he does.
And I look at because Khyle is the son's name,
Yeah.
right? I look at Khyle. I said, "You are in danger. Parents sent us."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
One of those was a natural one.
Okay. Don't use that one.
No, I don't want to. The other one was a 16.
Okay. Khyle nods and he says, I don't really work with Perrin anymore. Can we talk privately?
Oh yes,
No, we cannot. Your family
No.
must hear this.
we
Ivy.
cannot.
Thank you.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check, Quatra, your choice.
Well, let's see what I'm better at. Same. So intimidate. 9.
He kind of clams up. He's not going to say anything when his family's around. At this point, though, the dad says, yeah, Khyle, I think you can say it around us. Khyle says, I would really rather not.
Khyle, there is a creature that is killing you and those among your list.
I didn't want anything to do with it. I just moved the body. I didn't want to do anything.
This is not my decision. I think it's important that you know, and I think it's very important that your family knows. They should know what is going on with you, don't you think?
I didn't want anything to do with what was going on. Okay, I got it. I'm out. Okay, I don't get involved in that anymore. It got too real.
I don't believe I'm the one you need to convince of that, because I am not the one trying to kill you.
Khyle, young one, you're going to die if you don't come with us.
He speaks the truth.
I wasn't even there when it happened. I wasn't even there.
Well, TFB, motherfucker. You gotta come with us.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, okay, am I sitting next to him? Like, am I close to him?
Yeah.
Okay, I put my hand on his shoulder.
You put your hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, and
It's
I'm like,
Tellurian, Fadalian, Badasian.
It's Elvish for it. Doesn't matter.
yeah. It is most unfortunate that you are in this situation, and I can understand being overwhelmed by the scenarios you find yourself in. But in this case, you will die if you do not come with us. And possibly your family, I don't know if this thing knows when to stop.
Make another persuasion check with advantage.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
I lean over to him and I go, I'm gonna beat the shit out of your family if you don't come with us, you little shit.
Hey, Horace.
I've got a little chaos inside me.
Is it tempered by neutrality?
Yeah, no, it actually says here, independent, chaotic.
Yep.
Just a little taste.
Yep.
Just a taste
Just
of
a
real.
smidge.
Just a
Smidge.
taste.
Just a bit.
It's because you didn't get that lunch.
Yeah, I didn't get my toast.
That's true. We
I
didn't have
my
breakfast.
toast.
The family says he's not going anywhere without us.
All
So
right.
wherever
Okay, you can come.
You can come.
then we will.
Yes.
Great.
No one said
Do it.
otherwise. You can come with us.
Fucking do it.
And they begin packing bags for some sort of trip.
Okay.
Excellent. I start eating the food on the table.
Oh.
Would you like some? Quatra.
Might I have some of this food?
It's fine.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Great. So Quatra and I are sitting down eating their food as they're packing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bring something warm.
We meet up probably just like, I would assume like an hour later.
Probably at the trading post. I
Yeah, at the
assume.
Yeah.
trading post.
Is Snuggles coming in?
Snuggles cannot come in.
I know.
So Snuggles, I like give him a little nuzzle and I like tie him up to where people would tie up their horses.
They would probably drop them off at Sea Horses.
No, I will not drop him off there.
Okay. You can tie him to the railing of the porch.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay. I'm sure that'll hold.
Are you sure?
I don't know. We'll see. It depends on if you give him orders not to move. He probably won't go anywhere.
Now Snuggles, you stay here, be a good boy, and I walk inside.
Okay. Since you've used it a couple times and you get the gist, I'm
Does
gonna
he
hand you
become a
the-
boy? Does he turn into a small boy?
I'm handing Hillary the card for this item. It's called a bag of tricks.
Oh my god. I love that I always end up with like the weird chaotic items. Oh, this is great.
The inside pouch, it says, if an owl forms, it'll eat the bearer's soul. Whatever. Just roll it up.
Yeah, the two of you head towards the trading post with the family of the Gravedigger in tow. There's a boar tied to the outside now.
And it's massive.
It's a giant boar.
Whoever parked
fine.
their boar out here, it's very dangerous. Doesn't seem like a safe way to park your boar.
I don't know. He looks pretty kind. He has kind eyes.
Okay. Quatra takes a wide berth of the boar.
Okay.
Ivy says hello.
It nods knowingly.
I knew he had kind eyes.
The animals created by this item are friendly to you and your allies.
Hooray!
So he's friends with all of you.
Sweet. Come here, new best friend.
Althea and Phineus, you see Ivy and Quatra come in, followed by 3 people.
Hey, guys, it looks like you brought the... Is this the boy?
Yes, and he did ask to bring his family, so they are here.
Cool, so they're going to come with us?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure Perrin will be
Real pleased.
happy that he's paying for room and board for 3 people instead of 1. Good news.
What is it, a dad, a mom, and a brother, and a sister?
It's just the mom, dad, and the son.
I see.
Ivy, will you go get Perrin?
Of course. I go upstairs and I walk into Perrin's room.
Okay, it's locked.
I shake the door. Perrin, you must open the door.
Thump, 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 thump. Footsteps. Opens the door. Yeah.
Hello, Perrin. We all are downstairs.
He's drenched in sweat and still wearing the clothes from the day before.
Oh, you don't look too good.
It's hot in here.
You should come downstairs with us.
Just bring the boy up here. It's fine.
But I was told to get. Althea told me to get you. She said nothing about.
He rolls his eyes and comes with you and brings like a lantern with him and a candle in the other hand.
It's okay. I can create a bonfire.
He puts down the candle
Okay, let's go.
and follows you down. And you're all sitting in the trading post. There's a little bit of a lunch crowd here.
Caesar salad, please.
He begins.
Do you just say that into the into the air?
Just
Like
speak
a
it into-
salad will appear.
Speak it into existence.
Omar looks at
Tea
you.
Earl Grey hot.
They put a call into the kitchen for salad.
Phineas is sitting at the table with Gregory sitting on the table staring at Phineas, and Phineas is strumming his lute, and every time he hits a couple chords, Gregory caws to the beat. He goes, good, all right, now with this. And then he strings, he goes like,
It's an owl, not like a...
Where did you find an owl?
It came out of a weird fur ball. I don't really
Yeah.
know, but he seems to respond well.
Can I hold him? And I put out my hands.
Sure, try it. And does Gregory...
Does he come to me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His name's Gregory.
Hello, Gregory. They call me Ivy, but I'd appreciate if you did not call me that. And I put him on my shoulder. Woo. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
weird.
I suppose we should get going.
Yeah, I think we've got everybody, right?
We have to leave at night, Perrin?
Midnight is when they open the well, you haven't exactly told us where we're going, and this is the Gravedigger stepping forward. This is Henry.
Oh, we're going to Port Page.
Port Page.
Yeah.
I live here. Our life is here. We were told that my son was in danger. We had to get him away from.
Perrin, do you want to explain?
No.
You're going to.
Make an intimidation check.
14.
Okay, listen. Khyle ran some errands for me. We got a little mixed up in something, and the Ice Knight is trying to, or Ice Knights, I don't know, the danger is coming, and we gotta get out of here, and we're gonna hit the road, and we're gonna leave for Mazra at midnight.
Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Yep.
So you got any questions?
Khyle said, "This is all your fault." Khyle, is really now the time for that?
It's a good point. We really shouldn't be having to argue about this. I mean, we just need to leave. We need to get you guys out of town.
I mean, I do think Khyle has a point, but
It's also about 10 hours from midnight at this point. It's like 2 p.m.
Okay, is there anything else? I think I'm pretty set on my end.
I know. Do we want to maybe rest up if we're going to be traveling through the
Yes,
night?
I think resting is a good idea.
It's probably not bad.
Seeing as that we're going to be escorting you, I would leave to you the rations and food and water stores.
I can give you some money to get something at the general store.
Yes, and our rooms.
What about them?
You'll be paying for them.
I thought they were comped by the city.
Well, last night.
Fine, I'll cover their rooms too.
Okay,
Fine.
thank you.
Just bleeding money for you people.
Do you want to live?
I'll pay for your rooms tonight.
Cool, thanks.
Pretty good negotiating. You were a cop, right?
As I've said, yes.
Nice.
He gives you some money and lets you know that you could pick something up at the Harfield Provisioners if you want something. If you want something in the realm of potions, that would be from Blum the Weird.
Blum the Weird?
Let's go to Blum's house.
How much money does he give us?
That was a good one. You did.
you.
Thank you for that pun. Thank you for that pun.
You're welcome.
He gives you. It depends on if you guys are after potions. He'll give you extra money for that.
We're after potions, Perrin.
He'll give you 150 gold
Whoa.
All right.
for all the provisions that you will need for a full journey. That means get them a wagon, get everything from the provisioners and everything you might need for the journey.
Okay.
You know, I know of this really great establishment if we need a wagon.
It's a great joke for you and me only, Hillary.
World of wagons!
You have to start that company in this game too for it to be canon.
God damn it.
So while you guys are off getting provisions, I'm actually... Phineas is fairly tired. I'm just going to lean up against one of the chairs against the wall and just, fall asleep for a couple hours and try to get 8 hours of sleep so I can get one of my spells back
Okay.
that I used.
You begin the journey towards long rest. Or the long rest.
He paid for a room for you.
Rest.
It's my favorite town.
I'm fine.
It's a great
I'm just
town.
fine sleeping in the main tavern area.
Ah, yes, the town of Long's Rest.
Who's going to the provisioners?
I am going to the provisionist.
I am following Althea.
Well, here you go.
I will go to Blum the Weird to see if we could get a potion.
How do we
Okay.
want to?
Walk there?
No, I was thinking, who has the money?
Will you take the money, and I'll see if there's something at Blum the Weird's that we want, and I'll come find you.
No, we'll just all go there.
Together?
Together.
So Ivy's
that's
holding
fine.
the money,
Ivy, let me handle that, and I take the bag.
but I know what money is now.
Yes, you do. Congratulations, and I'm going to hold on to it.
Ivy looks very disappointed.
Okay, all three of us go to Harfield's.
Okay.
Okay. We don't need to roleplay this out. You spend 50 gold on a wagon, and you can get some horses from Sea Horses, and you can get provisions for a 10-day drive.
What about the potions?
Well,
That's Blum the Weird. We will roleplay that.
Oh, okay.
What if we save money on the horses by pulling,
Well, I
having
don't need a horse.
the boar pull the whatever that we have?
That's true. You do have a boar.
wagon.
You could hitch up.
Can we just have the boar pull the wagon?
You totally could. Yeah.
Let's do that.
They spend the day fitting a new harness for him, and you need a couple hours to get
Good
that.
job, Snuggles.
Ivy is ecstatic that the boar is ours.
So that harness will be ready in a couple of hours. In
Cool.
the meantime, you go to Blum the Weird.
I'm the weird.
You go in, and there's a sign on the outside that just says apothecary. And you go inside, and you see a man who is surrounded by greenery. There's sort of dank air in the room. It's
Oh.
very sort of like walking into a greenhouse.
I catch your drift.
It's
Yeah.
green. Very green.
And he's in his
Dank and green.
He's in his 60s. He's got this wild gray hair. He's sort of chewing tobacco, and he's unshaven. He has a third eye in the middle of his forehead, and he greets
Like
you
an
all.
actual third eye?
Yeah, it's
or
blinking
like
and everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And he says, "Oh, hello, how's it going, everybody? It's a pleasure to meet you."
Oh, hello, sir. You must be Blum.
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank you. And this is... why do people call you Blum the Weird?
Gee, I don't know. Whatever about my continence might make people a little unnerved.
I don't feel unnerved.
Well, you're one of the few.
Okay. Well, we have come to your establishment to see what fine, pharmacological things we could procure from you.
If you need help sleeping, I can help you with that. I can help you get something that's in the more of a... If you're having trouble with certain diseases. I can get those cleared up pretty quickly if you're looking for medicine or...
We'll be going on a very dangerous journey.
Oh, of course. Well, if you're looking for something to revive the vitality and restore wounds that have been taken, I can get you I have a couple of potions.
Yes, I think that might be helpful.
And he puts these 2 vials on the table of these sort of, glowing red liquid of healing potions. And he says, I have 2 of these. You all seem like adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I don't define myself that way.
We do travel.
We adventure, sure.
Fair enough. Well, you get in fights with individuals?
We have known to be in a skirmish.
Will you ever fight anybody and think, well, maybe if their heart was beating a little slower, this would be easier? Maybe if they were a little weaker, a little more...
You're talking about a poison.
I wouldn't say that word out loud, of course not, no. But if you wanted one...
Are poisons somehow illegal in this town?
Well, yes. If not for rats or mice or dogs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, dogs probably not. They wouldn't... They frown on that.
We don't fight dogs.
Well,
right? Do we fight
you can
dogs?
use it
Well,
for...
if there's it's like a beast dog or like a war
you could use
dog.
it for whatever you wanted.
Yes, I understand you, sir.
Put it on your weapons.
Yes, no.
Only to be used when fighting dogs.
Yes. For dog use only. What?
Darn it, we don't fight dogs.
Yeah, Mike, can you confirm or deny that this world is big on dogfighting, right?
It's a very unfair advantage in dogfights.
Well, first of all, how much are the healing potions?
50 gold apiece.
50 gold apiece, and then the poison is...
I wouldn't use that word, but if you wanted something that might make your enemies a lot weaker and make their blood hurt...
A weakening potion.
Oh man, my blood hurts.
Oof, owie.
You got me right
My
there
heart's
in the blood.
beating slower.
25 gold.
25 gold, and we have how much to spend here?
You saved some money on the harness. You didn't get any horses, so you have, let's say, 50... you have 75 gold to spend here.
So we can get 1 health potion and 1 poison.
I'm sorry, I did math bad.
Yeah.
Because you...
I was
hang
gonna
on.
say, like, we spent-
125.
You have 125.
Cool. We'll take all of those.
Yeah. Okay. You have a potion of poison and 2 healing potions.
Okay, cool.
And you are out of spending money. You've
Cool.
used your per diem for the day.
Cool.
I
Per
take
diem.
I take out my fish hooks and I say, "What can I get for these?
Those are fish hooks.
Are these not money?"
No,
Thank you for everything.
they are
We'll
fish
be
hooks.
leaving now.
Yes. Thank you, and we leave.
Okay.
Thank you for your patronage.
I take my fish
No, leave
hooks,
the fish hooks.
but it's
I don't need them. You can have them back.
when she's not looking. I take my fish hooks.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Blum the Weird.
Well, that's hurtful.
It's so... Okay. Great. Healing and then 1 poison.
Yep.
I'm sorry, a weakening potion. Sorry.
A potion to make your blood hurt.
You take 6 points of blood hurting damage.
The way that works is you can apply it to a weapon, and it will be on the weapon for 1 hour, and it'll do an extra d6 of damage.
Nice.
And you have, let's say, 3 applications of it before it will
Before it's
be used
gone.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say 2 arrows per each use. I think that's fair. All right. What would you guys like to do?
Do we still have time? Because I do want, I only need 4 hours. Wait, I don't know.
I
would
just
like-
need a short rest.
Yeah, I would like a long rest if we have time.
It depends. Well, you are cutting it close with a long rest, but potentially.
Okay, I think I'm going to try to do that.
You guys would leave a little bit after midnight. Short rest you can easily do.
Yes.
Do we
I
have
will
anybody
the
who'll be
short rest.
awake?
Well, I spent one of my spell slots.
Short rest would you not need to be unconscious for, and long rest the elves don't actually sleep. They're essentially
We
just
meditate.
in
Are you?
this-
Yeah, are you an elf too?
I am an elf, so I have a question.
She's
if
an
I
uber
only need
elf.
to quote unquote meditate for 4 hours, but a long rest counts as 8.
So the rules as written are you'd still need 8 hours of rest, but I think that's dumb, and part of being an elf is the cool 4-hour rest thing. So as far as I'm concerned, in my games, it's a 4-hour long rest.
So can I chill for 4 hours and then count that as a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
cool.
if you have 4 uninterrupted hours to meditate, then yes.
Yeah, I'll go in my room
Okay.
and do that.
You went into your own room.
Wow, it's like a puppy.
You guys, it's character growth.
It's learning.
So at about 3 o'clock you go in, so you'll
Okay.
be done with your long rest at 7. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. This is episode 3 of the campaign. Thank you for listening. Just a couple of announcements here in the show, and then I will get you right back to the action. Thank you to everyone who has left us a 5-star rating and review last month. They really help people find the show. As promised, I'm going to read the names of the folks who left us a review using the word storyteller in the review. Those folks are Jay DeBrock, The Great Monkey Bone, and Neon Chicken. And I promised a bonus shout-out to whoever used the word in the most interesting way, so here's that bonus shout-out for Jay DeBrock. Doom boom 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 ba-doom boom 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 boom. Jay DeBrock left us a message on iTunes. Thanks for doing that. It helps people find the show. Helps people know if the show is good to go. Thanks for letting folks know that you like the show that we do here. Friday Night Quests. Thanks for doing the thing. 5 stars. Would listen again. You're the best. All right, that was weird. If you want to have your name read aloud on the show, we're going to do another one of these drives for reviews. If you use the word chosen in your review with a 5-star rating, we will read your name on the show. We're going to give you a couple more months this time, let's say by the end of February. We have a Patreon coming very, very soon. Keep your eyes peeled on social media. We will have an announcement. We'll also drop a bonus episode into the feed once it goes up. We are angling for it to go up this week, but we will make sure you are aware when that happens. Just got to finish a few details, and by that I mean I need to edit a bonus episode that I did not get a chance to edit when I was in Japan. So that is going to go up very, very soon. Keep your eyes peeled for that. That's all I got for you this week. I will be back with you on Christmas Eve. December 24th is when the next episode goes up. It's a humdinger, folks. That's a good episode. And I will leave you to this one, which is also a good episode. I'm biased. I make the show. Bye. I'll talk to you later. It's 7, and now she's done with her long rest. Nothing happened.
That was a great commercial break.
I leave, and I go immediately to Althea, and I'm like, hello, Althea, I am back. Did you miss me?
My door is locked.
I'll have a hearty stew for dinner.
Yes, I will also eat and drink fire whiskey.
Me too.
Phineas, you're sort of in and out of consciousness in the tavern as people are coming in and out, but that's not an issue for a long rest. You can keep it going.
And Phineas actually sleeps well with like noise and sound around him, so he's fine.
Yep.
Sleeps through it.
You started your long rest about 2, so you'll finish at 10 p.m.
Okay.
I'm fine eating this many calories because I work out a lot.
I don't know what a calorie is.
Oh, I barely know too, because we are in a weird medieval age.
You guys
Fantasy
can,
world.
if you want, know about calories.
This monk might be their regiment is.
I know
Yes.
about it. It has to do with diet.
Okay.
So you know how fat people
Careful.
are people?
I was a soldier, so not as often.
All right. Well, they eat a lot more calories than they should per day.
Okay.
The end.
All right. I go outside to check on Snuggles.
He's fine. People are very freaked out, and the rush for dinner is a little bit less than it normally would be.
He is very friendly.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 15.
It actually helps with some people. Are you willing to let people pet him?
Absolutely.
That helps as well.
Cool.
I'm eating my dinner with Snuggles.
You're heading outside and you're eating alongside him? Okay.
I've gone back inside now
Cool.
to eat.
All right.
I'm telling Snuggles all about our day.
Am I awake now? Is it 10 o'clock?
At about 10 p.m., you wake up to the sound of crossbow bolts
Uh-oh.
being fired and
No.
people running around.
So I shoot straight up and look around. What's going on?
Everything inside the tavern is fine, but you hear some commotion outside.
Well, I think it's time to go, everybody.
Yep. We should go out the... Oh, shit. The boar's in the front.
I'm with the boar.
What do you see?
You see the White Knight marching down the street as Curtis is just firing a crossbow into him.
How far away is he from me?
We'll say 40 feet.
Okay, I cast create bonfire underneath him.
Okay.
So he's got to make a dex throw of...
Man, it's because it's Dex. He's just so bad at Dex. It's an 11.
Okay. That fails.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, he takes 3 fire damage.
He takes 6 fire damage.
Okay, and like every time I can, like it's an action to cast. But if he's moving forward, every time he takes a step, I cast it again, so it's kind of like traveling with him.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cast
Okay.
it. He's actually heading towards you right now. Go ahead and roll one more time for your next cast of it before he reaches you.
4.
He's got to make a save against it, right?
Right.
No. Yeah, he takes the 8 damage.
And I am yelling for Althea.
Okay. We will say at this point, everyone emerges from the tavern if you guys want. As you hear the commotion, he took a total of 14 damage. So he's already hurting pretty bad at this point. We're going to have you guys roll initiative.
All right.
Ooh. Who's Curtis again?
The guard,
deputy.
the deputy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Man, I can't roll well at all on my initiative.
God, that is a 4.
Guys, I had the strangest dream. People were also dealing with things coming through the portal out of water, and they were building giant metal golems to punch giant monsters. It was so weird.
What a weird dream.
Yeah, very weird.
Phineas, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Okay. You still beat the knight.
Nice.
21.
You definitely beat the knight.
I got 17.
Nice. Quatra, you're up first.
Okay, so am I close enough to be able to just charge this thing?
Yeah, he's about 10 feet from Ivy at this point.
Okay. I will just charge
Actually,
him.
I'm sorry. He is right next to Ivy. He just didn't get a chance to act because he spent all his movement getting her.
Okay. I will full-on charge with my short sword and a jump kick. The short sword only gets 12. Not enough?
12 is not enough.
And then the jump kick gets 18.
18 does hit.
Okay. That's 9 damage.
He's hurt. Yeah, as you kick him, he blocks the blow with his blade, and it clangs. He actually seems a little hardier than he did last time. And one thing you notice is it is a colder night than it was the night before. You are outside as opposed to indoors or in daylight. He's made of sterner stuff today.
Okay.
Ivy, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm right next to Snuggles, right? That's been established.
It is, yeah.
So me, Snuggles, and the Ice Knight were all in melee combat.
Yeah.
Okay, what I do, I take out a bit of fur wrapped in a cloth. I kind of like wrap it around my hand. And then I climb on top of Snuggles. And I cast Beast Bond.
Okay.
You establish a telepathic link with one beast you can touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you, which I believe Snuggles falls under.
He is.
The spell fails if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, but I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
Okay, so basically Snuggles can understand my telepathic messages and can communicate telepathically through me, and he has advantage on attacks against any creature within 5 feet that I can touch. So
awesome.
And I'm on top of him, so.
Awesome. How long does it last?
10 minutes, it's concentration.
Cool. We didn't roll initiative for Snuggles, so Hillary, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Yeah. I rolled a 16 for...
Jesus. Okay, I think he's going to act next.
You said it was a large boar?
Giant boar.
He's a large beast. And it's his turn, and he has advantage on his next attack.
He's going to charge if the boar moves at least 20 feet straight forward.
He's too close for a charge.
Oh, dang. Well, then just a tusk attack.
Okay, go for it.
23.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Oh.
5.
Okay. Phineas, it's your turn.
And the creature, how close is he?
He's right next to your allies, so...
Okay. This thing clearly can think. It can deliver messages. It can talk. But it obviously doesn't seem to have, like, its own spatial awareness. Like, it doesn't seem to have, like, its own, like... It's not making decisions in the moment, right? It's just making it based on, like, programmed
Make an insight
movements.
check.
Trying to see if it has, like, a decent intelligence. My insight's 0, so 9.
He does seem to be aiming for Ivy this time, which is not something he used to do before.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and try to use it to read into what's going on with this thing.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's a level 2 spell. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, and basically, as it's walking up, I'm going to yell out at it, Ice Knight, who is your master and what is your agenda here? And then try to focus in. Now, how Detect Thoughts works is, it works pretty well with, like, direct interrogations and questions.
Yeah.
Because I can, without any checks, detect its surface thoughts and the things it's thinking of immediately. If I want to probe deeper, it takes a wisdom check.
Yes.
So I direct that question at it. And
How do you cast the spell? What are you using? What are you saying or holding? Like, do you play something on the guitar as well, or the lute?
He thumbs one chord on the lute, and it makes this, like, tone, this, like, kind of tone that, like, rings a little bit more in your mind than you think it would.
Yeah.
And as he's speaking, his voice almost vibrates a little bit with the question as well.
You see a knight, a human man, traveling to town. He's wearing a tabard of the blue field with an orange fox on it, the symbol of the barony. He has a letter that he is drafting, And he's now in his room in the tavern drafting a letter, and you see that it reads, I am investigating. Actually, you read the letter.
Oh, I see the knight writing this letter right now.
Yes, and in a flash, you know what it says. Go ahead and read that aloud for us.
Dear Baron, in the town of Narrowalk, I have discovered the source of our recent struggles. It seems that Margrave Sargi only knows everything she does about the barony's recent difficulties because of a spy. There is an agent of the Sterling Stamp here in Narrowalk. What they hope to achieve by helping Sargi, I could not say. I have yet to identify the culprit, but I feel I'm getting close. By your leave, I mean to stay here a while and continue my investigation. If all goes by my plan, I shall return within a week with a secret agent draped over the back of our horse. Such evidence would surely free you from your current political dilemma. You need worry no longer. I shall liberate your barony from the influence of the elves. Your obedient servant, Carson Lamontagne.
Montagne.
Montagne, you know.
You see him drafting this letter. You see him investigating people, following people as they act suspiciously. You see him following a man in a boat and keeping track of his movements. You see him tracking the conversations in dark corners and the delivery of packages by a young gravedigger's son. You see him cornered in an alley by these individuals and stabbed in the chest and in the neck.
By all of these individuals?
By the 4 of them.
Including the boy, too?
The boy is there. He does not have a blade.
4, so not 5.
Correct. And then you see a cavern of ice. And you see a moment of reorientation and the sensation of feeling your limbs move again. And you see the frozen, petrified, preserved body of the knight at the knight's feet. And this new creature that has formed of anger and vengeance and malice and duty and honor with a mission to avenge itself. And you see it marching out from the iceberg and marching through and into the town. And then you see it repeat this thought. Every moment it is repeating this same cycle of events in its mind.
With this knowledge, can I make an Arcana check with advantage to know what kind of thing this is?
Sure.
Like, if this is like some type of magical... the 14 is better.
This is not a specific thing you've heard of. One thing that you know is that undeath is a lot less common than it used to be. Ever since the collapse, ever since societies suffered a great injustice at the hands of some gods died and some everything went to war with everything else and all the planes went to war against each other. Undeath doesn't just happen.
Right. It's very, I've never heard of it.
It's very uncommon. You've heard of it, but not in recent years. There are people who try for undeath and they can't succeed most times, and recalling someone from death is nearly impossible. This should not be possible.
And it just seems like he's from the surface thoughts, it looks like he's acting purely on his own vengeance.
Yeah.
Like this isn't, no one else is directing him to do this.
Correct.
Okay. I would like to try to probe deeper, so he'll have to make a wisdom.
Is that an action additionally?
It's just part of, I can detect surface thoughts, but if I want to probe deeper based on the thoughts...
I think we'll have that do that on your next turn.
You got it.
That brings us to the knight. And the knight is going to try to attack Ivy twice.
Okay, I am on top of the boar.
Oh, that's right, you are. Then he's going to attack Quatra. Quatra's the more dangerous threat in immediate proximity. There's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And the second attack is not going to hit. That's only an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
That's an 8. Okay. That is the end of his turn. Althea, you're up.
Oh, I think we're gonna do Burning Hands.
All right.
Nice.
Dexterity saving throw. That's a single digit, and he's got a -2, so I don't think it matters.
Absolutely not.
Go for it.
16.
16's the double total.
16's a double.
Yeah. You are able to go ahead and paint me a picture. What does it look like as you blast the fire forward?
So,
By the way, paint me a picture is my way of saying this is a finishing blow.
I
You
know.
know that because you're my player, but
Oh.
the podcast doesn't know that.
cool. Hey, podcast. This is how you kill something. So it sort of starts at his feet and then goes all the way, it snakes through the armor and just melts him from the inside, and he just sort of melts apart.
And as he falls apart into slush, his voice just calls out again, 3 shall fall before my blade. Do not stand in my way.
Okay.
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 He's dead now.
You're out of initiative.
Who's outside with us?
The deputy is out there,
Curtis.
Curtis. But it's 10 p.m. Most people aren't really out.
I telepathically tell Snuggles that I'm very glad to meet him. I'm excited he's part of the group.
You can speak to animals telepathically?
Just when I have this cast, so for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I say you did a great job right there. I just want to make him feel good.
He appreciates it and reciprocates. He loves you. He loves all of you. He is your friend.
A single tear rolls down Ivy's cheek.
It freezes almost immediately.
Oh.
It's starting to get very cold out.
So Phineas walks back inside the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much fading. It only lasts up to a minute.
Yeah.
And finds Perrin.
It's still going when you approach Perrin, yeah.
Okay. Perrin, what do you know about Carson?
Interesting. You still have detect thoughts
I
going
still have
on
detect
it?
thoughts going.
Yeah, and it's just surface thoughts.
Surface thoughts for right now.
You see the same image of him stabbing Carson. Who? I don't know who that is.
What do you remember? Why was Carson investigating you, Perrin?
And you see a paranoid conversation as he's trying to convince his allies that he must be in town for us. He has to be here for us. This is not a coincidence. We have to take him out now. I don't know who that is. I've never met a Carson? Carson? What was it?
Perrin. Is murder still illegal in this town?
Of course it is. And of course he's thinking back to the murder and putting his hand on the boy's shoulder and saying, "You're as much a part of this as any of us. You dump the body in the lake and we move on."
Is that what the Perrin said to the boy?
To Khyle.
In the flashback.
In the flashback, yes.
Now, Perrin, we don't need to tell anybody about this, but I really need to know because this night is going to keep coming unless we figure out a way to resolve what you did to him.
I don't know what you're talking about. And you see him thinking about trying to convince Torvind on the morning he was murdered. This morning, only about 12 hours earlier, actually, almost on the dot. Trying to convince him this night emerged, said that there were sinners against the barony. It has to be. I don't think we're safe and we need to get out of here.
Who is Margrave Sargi?
He thinks back to a moment of reading through an atlas of noble families of the House of Talim when he was like 15, which was, by the way, only about 7 years ago. And Margrave Sargi was begot by so-and-so. These names are nothing to me. When am I ever going to need these names, Dad? And in present tense, he goes, I think they're a noble? They don't seem to have any personal connection to Margrave Sargi. They know the name by reputation, but they are a member of the nobility of Talim.
So, as the next question I ask him, and where are we, by the way? Am I sitting with him by myself?
Probably you are not at the same table as Khyle and his family, yeah, so.
And he's sitting there with Kyle, and Kyle's hearing all of this as well.
I would think that they're separate.
Okay.
Unless you want them to be closer. I mean, if
What
you
I mean,
want to
like,
move a little...
I didn't know, is Perrin, like, sitting by himself at a table, or is he...
Yeah, Kyle's not really fond of Perrin right now, so they would not be sitting side by side.
So...
They're, like, on opposite ends of the tavern.
Perrin, can I speak to you alone for a minute?
We are alone.
Are we alone at a table? That's what I'm trying to confirm.
Here's the thing:
are we alone at
it's
a
a
table?
crowded night. You're not as alone as you would want for what you're possibly suggesting.
You could go to his room.
He's making the case that he doesn't really want to be alone with you right now. You think in your mind like, this motherfucker knows everything.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I'm not armed. I don't have anything. Maybe in my room. If I still have the dagger. No, the dagger was in the body.
I'm sorry, were you just considering getting a weapon to stab me?
No, obviously not. How does he know? How is he doing this? I gotta get out of here.
You're not going anywhere. We're part of a team now, Perrin. You're going to pay us, and you're going to take us to Port Page. Isn't that correct?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Now, Perrin, I need you to be clear about something. You're going to cooperate with me and my friends for the journey of this trip, and you're not going to lie to me anymore. Do you agree, Perrin?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Now,
and I think this is
now,
also...
it's been about a minute.
I was going to say, this is, I think, the last
So,
opportunity you have.
I have a thing called Words of Terror, and if I'm with somebody...
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
If if I'm with somebody and they feel alone, or I'm alone with them
Yeah.
for a minute, they have
I
to
would
make a
say-
saving throw or become frightened.
I would say because you're literally inside of his head, I will allow this.
Okay.
You're not nearly as alone as you would need to be for this, but I would say in conjunction with Detect Thoughts and the very spooky things you're telling him, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
So basically, I've like, yeah, he feels like I'm like inside of his mind, which I am.
You are.
Can I roll intimidation with advantage?
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, go into roll with advantage.
That's a natty 20.
First roll, nice.
Doesn't get much better. So
I can't lie to this man. Of course, you're my friend. You're my partner. We're business partners. I would never lie to you.
So for the next 60 seconds, you're going to tell me exactly what happened to Carson, and you're going to tell me exactly what you've taken from those lands.
At this point, the spell fades, but your other ability, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit more about Words of Terror.
Okay.
Oh, he's frightened of you,
He's
right?
frightened
So he's
of
got to
me.
make a save, or
He would have to make a save, yes.
What
But
is it? DC.
It'd be 13.
13?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
That is not enough.
So he's frightened of me.
Carson was a knight, and he was onto us. He came to the town investigating us. He was following people around, and we had to get rid of him and get him out of the picture. So we cornered him and killed him, and dropped his body in the Glimmerlock. And then a knight, about a month later, started emerging from the Glimmerlock and killed Archibald, and that's not a coincidence, and I was the only one who saw it. I'm the only one who figured it out. And John didn't listen to me, so he went on his way and didn't want to take the day off and go to Mazra, which he should have done. He died because he's a dumbass. He's dead now, but they say don't speak ill of the dead, but you know what? He was a dumbass. He was weak and stupid and dead. So I'm the only one who ever sees reason in any of this scenario. And we have to just get to Port Page, and we'll be okay.
Why do you think Port Page is going to keep you safe?
I don't know. I just it has to, right?
What did you take, by the way? There might be something that you have that could protect you.
Everything I had was sold.
You sold it all.
Yes.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
Can I roll an insight check?
You don't really need to roll. I'll just
Okay.
tell you. He is telling the truth.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Perrin, how do you think we stop this knight from coming after us? And can you tell me why it might be after my friend?
Your friends keep killing it. I don't know.
It said 3, but there's only 4 of you.
I don't know.
And there's only 2 of you left.
I don't know.
Who's the third,
I don't
Perrin?
know.
Who is the third person, Perrin?
I don't know. If he came here for us and we killed him, then he's mad at us. It should be the 4 of us. I don't know about
Was there anybody else in town working with you? Was
No.
there anybody there when he was murdered?
No, just us.
Was there any... Who put him in the water?
Kyle.
Okay.
At this point, the effect of Words of Terror ends. He's not unafraid of you, but he is no longer under the fear condition of you.
And and I feel like with this, like how it works is like the world around gets kind of like muffled, and
Yeah.
it's just me and him talking.
It
and
gets like
the
dark. It's almost like all the candles burned really low for a moment.
Now it all gets bright again and the stuff. All right, Perrin. Well, it was great negotiating with you. Double our fee, I think, sounds fair for this, since this trip is looking really dangerous.
Yeah, double the fee.
So I'll see you outside. Don't go too far, and let's
Never.
be ready to go in a few hours.
Sounds great. Love our time together.
I just walk away. By the way, in this time, I step outside, and I fill them in on a little bit more of like what's been going on.
So you're gonna tell them everything you just learned.
Not everything.
Okay.
I'm going to say that like it looks like the knight is after vengeance. It looks like Perrin and Khyle didn't kill him, but it looks like Perrin might have killed this knight in fear, and he actually thinks that this thing is actually still coming after them for vengeance.
Oh, jeez.
But I say that he felt a crushing anxiety to reveal this to me. And just over a drink, he revealed this to me. When I say I'm not revealing everything, I'm not saying
How you got the
How I
information.
got the information. I'm saying the guy just felt overtly guilty and explained it to me.
Do you tell us he killed them?
That I say that
Okay.
Perrin killed this knight.
So
Okay.
everything other than the means of how you got the information.
Exactly.
How about the letter as well that the knight was writing?
Yeah, I explained what happened in the letter. And if you guys want to read it as well, because
I'll look at
instead of
it.
me
Yeah.
recounting it.
Is this a smart plan to go to Port Page?
Well, I mean, there's this unkillable knight that is going to keep coming back. Essentially, at this point, we can all probably say that he's a ghost, a specter of some kind. But
what's special about Port Page?
I think he just thinks that if he runs away to Port Page, it won't follow him anymore. But I agree. I think that this specter will come after him regardless.
What if we were to approach the barony and give the Baron, Khyle, and Perrin?
No.
They need to be brought to justice, don't they?
Perrin maybe, but Khyle I think was just a
Innocent bystander.
Yeah, in this type of situation. He didn't know what he was getting into. He was probably coerced, from what I saw, into doing this.
I'm sorry he was there. And then he disposed of the body.
Well, what was he going to do?
Yeah.
He just saw this man kill somebody right in front of him.
Let the judges of the barony decide that.
We can't kill them.
But we're judging just as much by taking
But
him there.
here's the thing. I don't think this is the barony. I don't think this is them doing this. I think this is a vengeful spirit. This is just the knight. There's nobody to negotiate with here.
So then how do we take down the knight?
Well, I happen to know where it is.
Okay.
I think if we go to where it is, which you guys are not going to like, we might be able to destroy the corpse. Because I believe it's still there. And if we can destroy the corpse, it might end this thing from coming back. Now, is it justice, Quatra? Probably not. But I don't think we can leave this thing running around and potentially either killing our friend Ivy, which it just tried to do, something new it didn't do before, or potentially kill this 15-year-old boy. Perrin's another story.
Well, undeath is no justice, so I agree we should stop whatever this is. But I would like all of you to think about the fact that Perrin, maybe not Khyle, but Perrin killed a man.
Hey, you've got no qualms with me if you want to turn the guy in, but I think we need to stop this thing before it hurts our friend. And like you said, undeath, first off, is weird. It's rare. I haven't heard about it too much.
I've only read of it.
Yeah, no, I'm in.
I'm confused. I'm very confused. The Iceman killed a man and we killed him.
Yes.
Do we have to kill Perrin now?
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, no, we shouldn't. I think...
No, it's not up to us to kill Perrin.
What is... I don't...
This is where we will not judge.
What's the difference?
Okay.
I won't kill Perrin.
Okay.
I don't want to, but I am confused. Like, if we can't kill Perrin, why are we killing the Iceman?
Well,
we're killing the knight because, one, this thing is going to keep coming back and try to kill the boy.
Yeah.
Potentially you too, Ivy. The second thing is, think about it for this knight. He's potentially trapped in an endless loop of violence and rage. He can't rest either.
Uh-huh.
That's
no way to die.
In all the stories, vengeful spirits never stop.
What if we don't kill him? What if we just capture him?
The spirit?
No, that's not gonna...
The spirit?
No.
Is that what you're saying? The
But
spirit?
if we continue to kill and he continues to come back, that just seems like a bit of a waste of time.
That's why we have to stop it.
Remember all those times I've drop-kicked bodies?
Yes.
It's because the spirit's gone. There is no way to capture a spirit. We would have to... I don't know. There is no way. None of the stories.
Well, that's why I think we need to drop kick this body.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree.
Fully.
Completely.
And completely.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
Yeah, we should go there and do that.
So are we going to your poop world?
No.
Yeah, I didn't say it, but it's in the poop world.
Okay. To
I
poop
see.
world.
But Ivy, you had a question.
I'm very confused about all this. It doesn't seem to track, but I trust you all. And if this is the body that we need to kick, and not the other bodies that we need to kick, and if this is the man we need to kill, and not the other man that has killed somebody that we need to kill him instead, then I suppose I'll follow you.
So should we go tonight?
Yeah.
We could go right now
Yeah.
before we have to leave, because here's the thing. Last bit of addendum here. If we destroy the corpse, right, and we get rid of this ice knight, we don't know for sure, this isn't a guaranteed, I say we still leave tonight on the way to Port Page, and if our travel's a little bit less ice knight, we get a nice free pay all the way to Port Page, I think it's a pretty good deal.
I'm down for that.
Oh, so we still get paid to transport.
We do.
Please understand, I am going to have a messenger sent to the barony to tell them that I have information about the killer of his knight.
I think that's totally fair.
Yep.
All right, messenger.
Well, hold on. I think the time of the message is really key. I think maybe we should resolve this first, and then maybe you could send an even longer and more meaningful message.
Yes.
Like addendum also.
Really
he's gone
take
now.
some time to think about what you're going to write. Your word choice is key.
Even you young races have moments of wisdom.
I'm sorry, young what?
How old are you, Quatra?
I'm 80 years old.
Oh, wow. You look great.
I look like I'm 24-ish.
You do.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys ready to go to Poop World and kill a ghost skeleton?
Yeah, dumpster world it is.
All right, let's go.
Thanks for listening to Friday Night Quests. Your heroes will return in 2 weeks. Ivy is played by Amanda Joy Condon. You can follow her on Twitter and Tumblr at Amanda Joy. That's spelled Joy. Althea is played by Hilary Levi, who is on Twitter at Hilary Levi. Phineus is played by Jay Jones, who can be found on Twitter at JAwesomeJones and on the podcasts Roll the Seas and Wrath and Glory. Quatra is played by Jeremy Fox, who can be found on Twitter at JLeeFox. Special thanks to Khyle Fryer for composing our theme song. You can follow him on SoundCloud for other totally radical music. This episode also included music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. You can find the track listing and credits in the show notes. This episode also included ambient sound from tabletopaudio.com. Photos and character art can be found on the show notes on partialarc.com. And while you're there, you should check out some of our other podcasts. I recommend Wrath and Story, a hilarious RPG show set in the Warhammer 40k universe. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at partialarc. Thanks for listening, and until next time, play fair and have fun.